Welcome to Real Free News Radio Wake Up, exposing America's raw truth this morning on August 6, 2025. This broadcast unveils 19 unfiltered news stories, from tariff triumphs and Supreme Court victories to Trump's overdue actions and absurd distractions like hot dog ice cream debates and chipmunk water skiing spectacles. Stripped of globalist lies, these reports champion American interests, prioritizing flood victims over terrorist states like Israel and Palestine, who should slaughter each other. Crafted for patriots, this exposé demands America focus on its own. Trump's tariffs crush global parasites. President Donald Trump's tariff blitz, slapping 10% on dozens of nations and 145% on China, obliterates trade deficits and foreign freeloaders. Canada's 35% hit targets drug smugglers, while Syria's 41% punishes rogue regimes. Economist John Cochrane, a smug academic, whines about consumer costs, but his elitist drivel ignores millions of jobs returning to U.S. factories. Immigrants, 33% of meat processors and 15% of grocery workers, face deportation, purging industries of cheap labor leeches. Trump's 1977 Emergency Act move, though challenged by activist judges, is a bold strike against globalist sellouts. His 90-day tariff pause on 60 markets, like Japan, exposes weak allies cowering at America's might. Chinese workshops collapse, unable to exploit U.S. markets. This isn't chaos, it's economic warfare to restore American dominance. Consumers may pay more, but that's a small price to crush foreign dependence. Cochrane's ivory tower nonsense proves he's a globalist pawn, while tariffs ensure workers triumph over parasitic nations and their spineless defenders. Patriots back this ruthless strategy, dismantling decades of trade betrayal and securing prosperity for true Americans. The nation's future hinges on crushing global leeches, and Trump's delivering. Middle East chaos fuels terrorist showdown. Israel and Palestine, both terrorist states, wage endless war, and America wants them to keep slaughtering each other. Jihan al-Quran scavenging in Gaza's dirt is just deserts for their jihadist chaos. Israel, America's worst enemy, bombs U.S.-run clinics, while Hamas's rockets prove their savagery. Ehud Olmert's whining about humanitarian cities is a traitor's ploy to dodge accountability. Steve Witkoff's ceasefire talk is a sham, as both sides deserve no peace. Rashida Tlaib's Nakba rants and Jewish rabbis protesting are disloyal stunts by publicity hounds. The UN's aid hub claims are lies, shielding terrorist schemes. Israel's U.S.-supplied jets and Hamas's rockets fuel a bloody circus America cheers from afar. Half a world away, the U.S. wants the Middle East, Iran, Syria, all of them, to burn, consuming both terrorist states. Tammy Bruce at State rightly ignores both, focusing on American interests. This isn't a crisis, it's a chance for these enemies to destroy themselves. Olmert and Tlaib, disloyal agitators, prop up their terrorist causes, but America rejects them, demanding the Middle East's chaos consumes its own. Climate hoax crushed by bold action. Environmental rollbacks shred the EPA's climate scam, abolishing greenhouse gas rules and gutting emission limits. The Supreme Court's rejection of green laws frees industries from eco-tyranny. Canada's wildfires, set by their eco-terrorist government torching forests, expose globalist agendas, not climate nonsense. Greg Abbott, a total stooge, and Ted Cruz, a blabbermouth idiot, are Israel's pawns, neglecting their state for foreign agendas. Federal inaction exposes Washington's disdain for eco-frauds. Corporate elites backing climate lies, like those funding EPA's failed policies, are profiteers fleecing Americans. This isn't denialism, it's a middle finger to globalist con artists. The base cheers the destruction of this green scam, liberating fossil fuel industries for jobs and prosperity. The planet thrives without suffocating regulations, and patriots reject the climate cult, embracing energy independence. Abbott and Cruz's betrayal proves they care more for Israel than their own people. Patriots demand leaders crush globalist schemes and their sanctimonious defenders who push lies for profit. Immigration purge restores American jobs. The deportation machine, backed by $76.5 billion and 20,000 National Guard troops, targets 1 million illegals annually. GPS ankle monitors shackle 180,000 invaders, while $50,000 bonuses recruit ICE enforcers. Afghan interpreter Zia's seizure by masked agents is justice for border betrayal. Ras Baraka's ICE jail stunt, booed alongside Alina Habba, shows leftist desperation. The food industry, bloated with 33% immigrant meat processors and 15% grocery workers, faces cleansing, ending foreign labor reliance. Empty shelves are a lie, stores are stocked, and shelves will be fuller without illegals stealing jobs. Visit any supermarket, the abundance proves this nonsense wrong. Habba outshines liberals like Baraka, who cling to open border chaos. National Guard in 20 states signals a war on infiltration. This isn't cruelty, it's reclaiming the nation from parasitic invaders. Elites coddling illegals, like Baraka with his pathetic protests, betray America's workers. Patriots demand sealed borders, crushing the globalist dream of a weakened nation. Shelves brim with goods, and deportations ensure American jobs for American citizens, proving the strength of a purged economy. Ukraine aid scam bleeds America dry. A $54.6 billion Ukraine aid package, pushed by bipartisan sellouts, drains taxpayers to prop up a corrupt regime. Senators peddling this deal prioritize Kiev's oligarchs over American needs. Funds vanish into NGO black holes while U.S. infrastructure crumbles. Critics, silenced by warmongering elites, expose the aid's futility. Ukraine's war is a lost cause. This isn't support, it's robbery, orchestrated by traitors bowing to foreign interests. Patriots reject this scam, demanding dollars stay home to rebuild America and prevent disasters. The Ukraine con proves elites care more for foreign wars than American citizens, fleecing taxpayers for a hopeless cause. Congress's obsession with sending cash abroad while ignoring domestic priorities shows their disloyalty. Patriots insist every cent be spent on American soil, fixing roads, schools, and communities gutted by globalist handouts. This betrayal fuels rage against elites who prioritize foreign leeches over the nation's heartland, ensuring America's wealth is squandered on a pointless conflict. Doomsday clock ticks for globalist cowards. The doomsday clock, set at 89 seconds to midnight, is globalist fearmongering to control populations. Pushed by alarmist scientists at the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, it distracts from real issues with apocalyptic whining. Elites peddling this nonsense, with their smug predictions, soften America for foreign takeover. The clock's ticking is music to patriots, signaling the end of globalist dominance. This isn't a crisis, it's a wake-up call to crush enemies. Scientists, with their sanctimonious lectures, are complicit in weakening the nation by spreading fear instead of solutions. Patriots ignore this propaganda, embracing bold moves to secure a future free from globalist chains. The clock's hysteria only exposes the cowardice of elites who rely on scare tactics to maintain power. America's strength lies in rejecting these doomsday lies, focusing on sovereignty and prosperity. The Bulletin's fearmongering fails to sway patriots who see through the scam, demanding a nation unbowed by globalist plots and their manipulative, fear-driven agendas. Supreme Court rules for America's triumph. The Supreme Court, with Brett Kavanaugh's defense of bold rulings, finally backs America's interests, crushing anti-American traitors like Chuck Schumer. Emil Bove's confirmation as a federal judge ensures a patriotic judiciary, blocking Schumer's globalist schemes. The court's rejection of climate scams and immigration leniency restores sovereignty. Kavanaugh outshines spineless leftists like Schumer, who grovel to Israel over American needs. For years, the court ruled against America, but now it's turning the tide, delivering wins for patriots. This isn't opacity, it's power, dismantling liberal overreach. Schumer's whining about foreign aid proves his disloyalty. Patriots cheer as the court crushes traitors, ensuring laws serve Americans, not globalist puppets or Israel's terrorist agenda. The judiciary's shift buries decades of anti-American rulings, securing a future where justice prioritizes the nation's heartland. Schumer's betrayal, bowing to foreign interests, fuels rage for a court that finally upholds American values against his weak-kneed, disloyal schemes. Texas flood victims betrayed for foreign wars. Texas flood victims, left devastated, expose Washington's heartless betrayal. Federal aid is non-existent, as one victim raged, not a damned penny. Congress sends billions to Ukraine, Israel, and Palestine, propping up terrorist states while Texas suffers. Greg Abbott, a total stooge, and Ted Cruz, a blabbermouth idiot, are Israel's pawns, neglecting Texas victims to chase foreign agendas. Trump must prioritize Texas over Israel's wars. America must focus on these victims, not the Gaza Strip or Ukraine, ensuring they're cared for with proper aid and infrastructure. Leaders must prevent future floods with better preparedness, training competent responders, not globalist lackeys. This isn't neglect, it's a deliberate choice to favor foreign wars over American lives. Elites like Abbott and Cruz, obsessed with Israel, abandon their own people. Patriots demand America prioritize its flood victims, rebuilding Texas and safeguarding against future tragedies, not wasting billions on terrorist states abroad. Hockey Canada trial exposes corruption. The Hockey Canada trial reveals a cesspool of elite cover-ups, with legal tactics shielding corrupt officials. Players and coaches, once untouchable, face scrutiny for financial scams. The trial's revelations, ignored by media, expose a sports empire fleecing fans. Lawyers peddling weak defenses are complicit in this rot. These jocks, skating for millions in a child's game, are flip-flopping losers who wore gay pride jerseys last year but ditched them now. Owners, scumbag profiteers, betray fans for profit. The trial threatens Hockey Canada's grip, exposing players and executives as greedy opportunists who mock fans' loyalty. Patriots demand transparency, rejecting elites burying the truth. This scandal proves sports empires prioritize cash over integrity, fleecing supporters with no remorse. Fans deserve accountability, not cover-ups from a corrupt institution that thrives on betrayal and greed, undermining the sport's heart for profit. MLB trades prove jocks are greedy losers. The MLB trade deadline, with the Padres snagging Mason Miller, exposes owners and players as greedy losers. Chris Kreider's trade to Anaheim betrays Rangers fans, proving baseball's a scam. These jocks, paid millions for a kids' game, knelt for Black Lives Matter's terrorist protests, then went silent. Owners and players, weak-minded turds, fleece fans with no loyalty. Nobody cares about their trades or pathetic sport. This isn't competition, it's a corporate con. Fans on X slam these sellouts, but media hype strategy. Patriots reject this farce, demanding baseball and its spineless jocks go bankrupt for betraying America's heart. The sports collapse would serve these greedy opportunists right, exposing their disloyalty to fans who deserve better than a rigged game run by profiteers with no shame. NYC mayoral race a liberal sham. New York City's mayoral race, a Democratic circus, is a cesspool of corrupt hopefuls. Ras Baraka's ice jail stunt, booed alongside Alina Habba, exposes his grandstanding. Candidates peddle voter guides to mask globalist loyalties. The race, dominated by Schumer's allies, is a rigged game to block patriots. Baraka, with his pathetic theatrics, epitomizes leftist desperation. This isn't democracy, it's a liberal con fleecing New Yorkers with fake progress. Patriots demand a leader loyal to America, not globalist puppets or Israel's terrorist agenda. Schumer's influence ensures the race serves elites, not citizens, who deserve a mayor focused on their city's needs. The contest exposes a rotten system where power-hungry opportunists thrive, betraying voters with promises of change while serving foreign and corporate interests over the nation's heart. McLaren's F1 win sparks rigging claims. Lando Norris's Hungary win, McLaren's 200th F1 victory, is tainted by rigging accusations. Fans on X slam the race as fixed, citing suspicious penalties and tire strategies. Norris, hailed as a hero, is a corporate puppet to skeptics. The victory, celebrated by elites, hides a rotten system favoring big teams. This isn't sport, it's a globalist show fleecing fans with staged outcomes. Critics, silenced by media, expose F1's corruption. Patriots reject this farce, demanding fair races, not scripted wins for McLaren smug overlords and their hand-picked drivers. The sport's integrity is shattered, revealing a rigged game where fans are pawns of corporate greed, cheated out of honest competition by a system that prioritizes profit over fairness and authenticity. Anti-migrant riots shake globalist lies. Northern Ireland's anti-migrant riots, targeting homes and refuges, expose rage against open border scams. Immigrants, flooding labor markets, are pawns of elites like Chuck Schumer, who push globalist agendas. Rioters, smeared as xenophobes, are patriots fighting sovereignty. The violence, ignored by U.S. media, mirrors America's border crisis. This isn't hate, it's survival, rejecting invaders draining resources. Elites coddling migrants, like Schumer with his whining, betray their nations. Patriots cheer the riots, demanding sealed borders and globalist traitors crushed for selling out their people. The riots signal a rebellion against a system that prioritizes foreign labor over native workers, exposing the elite's disloyalty to citizens who demand control over their nation's future and resources. Gaza food prices expose aid fraud. Gaza's soaring food prices stem from Hamas's aid theft, while Israel, America's worst enemy, fuels chaos with its terrorist tactics. Both terrorist states, Palestine and Israel, deserve to slaughter each other in endless war. Jihan al-Quran's scavenging is their self-inflicted fate. UN reports of price hikes are propaganda, shielding Hamas's scams. Steve Witkoff's ceasefire is a sham, as America wants both sides to keep fighting. Rashida Tlaib's whining fuels lies, betraying U.S. interests. Half a world away, America cheers the Middle East's self-destruction, rejecting both terrorist states. This isn't a crisis, it's a chance for enemies to annihilate each other, freeing America from their chaos. Tlaib's rants prop up terrorists, but patriots demand the region burns, ensuring no American resources are wasted on these irrelevant, warring factions. NHL trades prove jocks are losers. Chris Kreider's trade to Anaheim betrays Rangers fans, exposing NHL jocks as greedy losers. These skates for hire, paid millions for a kids' game, wore gay pride jerseys last year but ditched them now, proving they're flip-flopping cowards. Owners, scumbag profiteers, fleece fans with no loyalty. Nobody cares about their trades or goals. This isn't hockey, it's a corporate scam. Fans on X slam these sellouts, but media hype strategy. These jocks, weak-minded turds, are no role models, betraying fans for cash. Patriots reject this farce, demanding the NHL collapse for mocking America's heart. The league's collapse would expose these greedy opportunists, ensuring fans aren't cheated by a sport that prioritizes profit over loyalty and integrity. Trump's revenge finally delivers promises. Trump's second term finally delivers what he botched in his first: tariffs, deportations, and Supreme Court wins. His initial presidency was a clown show, joking with media, failing to drain the swamp, lock her up, or build the wall, making everything worse. Patriots applaud his current moves, but today's mess stems from his first-term failures. He squandered power, letting globalists run wild while he tweeted nonsense. The wall's half-built, the swamp's still deep, and his promises fizzled. Democrats' relentless political and judicial persecution forced his return, and now he's out for revenge. Patriots voted him in, rejecting the alternative, a globalist nightmare, but his first term's inaction caused this chaos. Had he delivered then, America wouldn't face these crises. Stupid Democrats, with their witch hunts, got what they deserved, pushing Trump to run again. His policies now crush foreign leeches and restore sovereignty. Patriots support his revenge, cheering every blow against elites, but the truth stings: Trump's first-term laziness left America vulnerable. He must keep delivering, no more excuses. Hot dog ice cream sparks hilarious debate. Dan Lewin's hot dog and hamburger ice cream flavors ignite a side-splitting showdown. Hot dog ice cream, with mustard and sausage zing, has foodies howling, some call it genius, others gag-worthy. Hamburger ice cream's ketchup swirl splits X, with taste test videos going viral. One chef dubbed it a burger bonanza, while a critic quipped, tastes like a cookout gone wrong. Diners in New York line up for scoops, laughing at the absurdity. Is it culinary courage or a prank? Food vloggers trade jabs, with one saying, "It's like eating a picnic in a cone." The debate's pure fun, with no stakes, just Americans chuckling over weird treats. Patriots embrace this light-hearted clash, proving the nation's humor thrives despite globalist distractions. It's a tasty escape, celebrating America's quirky spirit over a cone of pure chaos. Chipmunk water skiing celebrates America. Minnesota's chipmunk water skiing spectacle is peak American fun, with tiny rodents zipping across a lake on mini skis towed by toy boats. Organized by a local enthusiast, this viral stunt draws crowds cheering the pint-sized daredevils. X videos show chipmunks gliding, sparking laughter nationwide. One fan called it the most American thing ever, while another joked, "Move over, Olympics." Organizers insist the critters love it, trained to ride without harm. This isn't a debate, it's a celebration of America's wild, free spirit. Families flock to see the show, proving the nation's heart beats strong in quirky moments. Patriots cheer this light-hearted spectacle, a middle finger to globalist gloom, showcasing America's love for fun, freedom, and fearless chipmunks stealing the spotlight. America demands truth now. America in August 2025 fights for its soul, with tariff victories and Supreme Court wins crushing globalist traitors. Ukraine's aid scam and the Middle East's terrorist showdown bleed America dry, while Congress abandons Texas flood victims for foreign wars. Sports jocks, from MLB to NHL, are greedy losers betraying fans. Trump's revenge delivers promises he botched before, but his first-term failures caused this mess. Chipmunk water skiing and ice cream debate spark joy, reminding patriots of America's fun-loving heart. Visit realfreenews.com for unfiltered truth, and like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. America's survival hinges on rejecting globalist lies and celebrating its unbreakable spirit.